this is how you play all the Ride the Lightning riffs to the song Ride the Lightning Metallica. Hold on a sec. Listen to this. My like overdrive pedal and my distortion on my amp. If I turn the volume knob down and have the pedal on and stuff, you can hear like people talking in the amp. It's like some signal or something. No, it's not really doing it. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but here's how you play Ride the riff. So it first starts out with like you hear like the wind blowing, and you hear that. What that is open E, and then it's like you stop it whenever you hit it. Yeah, it's like a chug, but it's not like a kind of chug. It's just a little tap, kind of. But it's open E, big open low E. Then on the 12th fret of the B string, it's 12, and then it's 13th. And that's a little vibrato, or it's like a bend a little bit. Probably a quarter step to the next one, so it's like. And then it goes to open E, and goes. This is 14 on G, then 12 on B. That is the same kind of quarter step bend. Then you go open E, you go 14 on D, then 11 on G, that's 12 on D, 11 on G, 11 on, or 12, or that part, 12 and 13 on the B string. Then it's 14 on the G string, and 12 on the B. Open E, 14 on the D, 11 on the G. Then that, and 12 on the G, and then 14 on the D. That's like it's a harmony part. So if you listen to it closely, you can hear another guitar part like that, and it's doing this. That one's more noticeable on the live recordings, or live. Whenever they're playing live, James guitar is louder most of the time. Kirk's is often quieter. But that's what James does. Which is 7 to 8 on the B. Then does that E thing again. And then it's 9 on the G to 7 on the B. Oh no, that's the wrong thing. Don't do that one. 7 to 8 on the B. 7 to 9 on the G. Not 9 to 7 on the B. But 7 to 9 on the G. Then it's 7 to 9 on the D. And then it's 5 to 7 on the A. So it's and then after it does that about 4 times, you'll hear like, which is the 5th fret power chord on the E. There's 2 chugs on the E. Then you do that thing again. So your hand's pretty much just doing that. And then whenever you hold this power chord shape, you're just two E's after that. Then so it's four E's. So it's the power chord slide up to 6, 5 to 6 on the E. And it's two low E palm mutes. Then the 5 to 6 slide again. And it's 4 instead of 2. So that's like that first riff in the song. And then like in the verse riffs, when he sings, it sounds the same, but it does this. So after that first riff, you go 2nd fret power chord on open E, or on the E string, then open to open power chord on the E, and then A power chord on the A string. Then it's like a chug thing, or it's like it's like that's a 2nd fret to the 3rd fret slide on the A string. So it does. Then and it's like a chug thing. Then it does this. This is the 2nd fret on the E string power chord. Then it does the 8 to 7 on the E string power chord. And then this is when the first riff kicks in. So the 4th time you repeat that riff, you end it, instead of just going, you go like that. So it'd be like, that. And that's like pretty much whenever he's singing the main like vocal part, that's what he's singing. So it does that, and then he like switches it up a little bit, and it changes from E to F sharp. So it's like, what that is you're borrowing the D, the A, and the E, 2nd fret, and you're hitting them, or you're hitting the A and the D. It's got like the same kind of pattern as this one. And that's just hammer on the 2nd to 4 on the D and the A at the same time. I like to do it like with bar and then pinky, like so. Like, it just does the open one at the first, or like the F sharp. chokes twice. And it does that same pattern for this one. It's pretty much the same pattern, but it does it like a third time. So instead of it just being like this, it's like that. It takes a little bit to get used to the rhythm of the song, but I like playing rhythm guitar way more than I do lead. So like most of these videos, I don't learn the solos. I just like rocking out underneath them and just getting in the headbang, you know. And leads to this next riff where you go 4 on the A power chord, and then you do like a little palmy thing. So what that is, 4 A on the A. That's like E. So it does that. Then you go slide from 3 to 2 power chord on the A string. Then you hit the then just a little trill where you go 2 to 3 on the A string. And then it goes back into that riff. I'll give you some distortion so I can sound like them, not sound stupid. That riff sounds like, or that's what it does. Those are like the main riffs, pretty much. That one, and then when no, it's A. When no. Then it goes back into the, and instead of doing the, it just heads straight into the first riff. You probably heard people do it like this, but it's not that, because there's no slide. People probably do this too, like a hammer-on thing, but that's how you do it. And then, like the second time, it goes back into this riff. Then you hear a new riff. This is like the funnest riff to play in this song. You go like, so 7, 6, 5 on the A string, power chords. sort of spider chord is what they say, where you do like yeah, like that. But I just like doing it with these fingers. I don't use the pinky for it. The way you should do it is that's how Dave Mustaine would do it. What that is, 6 or 7, 6, 5 on the A string power chord. Then you hit the 6 on the E. And then you like an A power chord, or like on the A string, the 3rd fret power chord, but you hold the 3rd fret on the E too. So it sounds kind of like that. And then you hit 4 on the E. Then you just do a 2nd fret on the A power chord. Then you do 3 on the E. So it'll be like, and then he goes like okay, 4 times you go. Yeah, 6, I guess, but it's E. And then that is a new riff, which goes like 8 on the E, and it's like same pattern as it's like 4 palm mutes, and you hit it open, and then you do 6 palm mutes, and then you hit it again, or 5, 6, so it's 4 palm mutes, and then 6 palm mutes. It's all alternate pitch, whatever they call it. That is 8 to 7 to 6 to 5, all on the E. Like. First fret power chord on the E. That goes up the 3rd fret on the E, then 6th fret on the E. And it's all like this. That pattern. And then it heads back into the spider chord riff. Then you end it with the 3rd fret power chord, and then 2nd fret power chord. 3rd fret on the A, and then 2nd fret on the A. And then I think it's called like the interlude or something like that. But this is where the solo starts. But it goes like open E, 3-5 on the E, palm muted, then 3rd fret power chord on the A. Then it goes like. You don't have to do the slide thing. I don't know. I just got used to doing the slide, so it sounds cooler too. So open E power chord, 3-5 on the E, 3rd fret power chord on the A string. Then it's like open open E, second E, then it's a 3rd fret power chord on the E. Then it hits like the A string, like a little. A lot of these you'll hear a little bit of chug in them, like, even if it's open chord, it's some sort of mute. It doesn't really show it, but if you watch him play it, you can see, like, the old riff along. Like that. But that one's A. And then you hear the tapping part he does, and then he does a. Whatever that part. And then he does some little lick, and it moves like this riff. Up to F sharp instead of being in the key E. So it's like. That's F sharp power chord, 2nd fret on the E. And it's 2 chugs. Chug means palm mute, just in case you're wondering. You'd probably know that if you're watching a video on how to play Ride the Lightning. But like that. It's that open 2 chugs. Dun dun dun. Then it's 5th fret on the A. So it goes 2nd fret on the E, 5th fret on the A, 5th fret on the E, and 2nd on the A. I mean, you could do it there. It'd probably be easier. Yeah. Because you don't gotta move as far. Like that. And then it goes like. Which is open A, power chord, 3rd fret power chord on the E, and it's like that. What note is this? It's right here. And then this is where the solo gets all crazy and stuff. And this is like the main solo riff. I haven't been able to find on tabs. It's like nowhere. You can't find this riff. That's 4 palm mutes, E, and 6. It's kind of like that. But instead of going up to there, you just do it again. And it's 2 again. 2 to 3 to 2 on the A. And it does that riff from earlier. But it repeats it instead of going like. Instead of it doing that, it just does this. It keeps doing that for like a few. that's that pattern for most of these riffs. At least the open E's part, like the chugging part. Give it some gain. Instead of it going back to the and then doing that interlude riff, it just goes like this and lets it ring out for like 8 bars. You hear the bass and the drums doing that thing again. And unlike the 8th one, he does the slide thing and he goes for a riff again. It's not the verse version where it has the 8 and 7 power chord, it's just 5 and 6. And then it does the like that again. Or, you gotta hear it. I don't really know that, like which one he does. But he does one of those too. And it does that intro riff, or that verse riff. And then it does that riff. Yeah. And then at the end, he does. You let the 3rd fret ring out. Then you do it again. And then instead of going up to the, you go down to the. Then it does some weird like muting thing. Mess that one up. What you're doing is you're not hitting it open or anything. You're letting your hand like float above on the strings, like you're muting it. Then it goes back to that E one again. Then it does that harmony part that it started off with. One more time. Like that. So, I'll play you all the riffs to this song. Try to get them all in order. I might mess up a few. I'm not gonna like do the whole song. I'm just gonna mash up all the riffs so I don't make this video another 6 minutes. It's already 30. But starts off. doing like 2 times. 2. It just does that. It does that 1 time, but it's harmonized, and I can't play them at the same time. So if you got 2 players, one of you will do this, one of you will do this. That is how to play Ride the Lightning. Or the riffs, at least. I don't really know so well. But subscribe to my channel, please. Have a good day.